Enschede's Roombeek neighborhood, located near the eastern border of the Netherlands, was considered a modest, working-class area, characterized by tightly packed affordable housing. Far from the direct scrutiny of authorities, it was home to many families living quietly within their means. On a sunny Saturday afternoon in May 2000, the residents of Roombeek gathered in the streets, puzzled by a thick cloud of black smoke rising nearby. To their surprise, they learned of the presence of a production facility just around the corner, something many had been unaware of. Little did they know, the living standards in the neighborhood would soon be irreversibly altered. Nestled in the heart of the city was the SF Fireworks factory. This factory was not just an industrial site, it was a symbol of celebration and joy for the people of Enschede. The factory's presence was deeply woven into the fabric of the community, providing jobs and contributing to the local economy. This factory, a hub of activity, produced fireworks displays that lit up the night sky with dazzling colors. The workers, skilled and dedicated, took pride in their craft, knowing that their efforts brought happiness to countless people during festivals and special occasions. The fireworks were a source of wonder and excitement, drawing crowds from near and far to witness the spectacular shows. Little did anyone know that this factory, a source of joy and celebration, would become the epicenter of a national tragedy. On a fateful day, a catastrophic explosion rocked the factory, sending shockwaves through the city. The aftermath was devastating, with the once thriving factory reduced to rubble and the community left in shock and mourning. The factory was located in the Roombeek neighborhood, a residential area filled with homes, schools, and parks. This neighborhood was a picture of suburban tranquility where families lived in harmony, children played in the parks, and schools buzzed with the energy of young minds eager to learn. This proximity to residential areas would later prove to be a fatal flaw in the factory's safety planning. The explosion's impact was not confined to the factory grounds, it spread to the surrounding homes, causing widespread destruction and loss of life. The community, once so vibrant and full of life, was now grappling with the aftermath of an unimaginable disaster. Life in Enschede was about to change forever. The city, once known for its joy and celebration, was now marked by sorrow and resilience. Memorials and vigils became a common sight as residents came together to mourn the lost and support each other in rebuilding their lives. The scars of the tragedy would remain, but so too would the spirit of the community, determined to rise from the ashes and rebuild stronger than ever. May 13, 2000, began like any other spring day in Enschede. The sun was shining, birds were singing, and people were going about their daily routines. At the SF Fireworks factory, workers were busy preparing for the upcoming fireworks season. At around 3 p.m., a small fire broke out in the central storage facility of the factory. Firefighters responded quickly, believing it to be a routine incident. They were unaware of the true danger lurking within the factory walls. At 4:35 p.m., a series of massive explosions ripped through the factory. The ground shook violently, and a gigantic fireball erupted into the sky. The explosions were so powerful that they were felt as far away as Germany. The blast wave flattened entire city blocks, leaving behind a scene of unimaginable destruction. Homes were reduced to rubble, cars were tossed like toys, and trees were ripped from the ground. The air was thick with smoke, dust, and the smell of burning chemicals. The Enschede fireworks disaster claimed the lives of 23 people, including 4 firefighters, who bravely fought the initial blaze. The explosion was so powerful that it leveled an entire neighborhood, leaving behind a scene of utter devastation. The brave firefighters who lost their lives were hailed as heroes, their sacrifice a testament to their courage and dedication. Memorials were erected in their honor, serving as a poignant reminder of their bravery and the high cost of the disaster. Over 900 people were injured, many with severe burns and trauma. The local hospitals were overwhelmed with the influx of patients, and medical teams worked tirelessly to provide care. The community came together in an unprecedented show of solidarity, offering support and resources to those affected. The scenes of rescue workers aiding the injured and emergency responders at the site were both heartbreaking and inspiring, showcasing the resilience and compassion of the human spirit in the face of tragedy. The physical and emotional scars of that day would forever be etched in the hearts of the survivors. Many of them still struggle with the trauma and loss, finding it difficult to move on from the memories of that fateful day. Community memorials have become places of solace and reflection, where people gather to remember the lives lost and to support one another in their ongoing healing journey. The emotional interviews with survivors reveal the depth of their pain and the strength they have found in each other. One survivor, a young woman named Anya, recounted the horrifying moment the explosion threw her from her living room. She described the sheer force of the blast, which sent her flying across the room and left her with severe injuries. Anya's story is a harrowing reminder of the sudden and violent nature of the disaster and the lasting impact it has had on those who lived through it. Her courage in sharing her experience is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. She spoke of the deafening roar, the blinding light, and the overwhelming terror that gripped her. The explosion was so intense that it shattered windows and sent debris flying in all directions. People were seen covering their ears and eyes, trying to shield themselves from the blast. The sound of the explosion echoed through the streets, a chilling reminder of the power and destruction unleashed that day. Anya's vivid recollection brings to life the chaos and fear experienced by so many. Her story, like countless others, painted a poignant picture of the chaos and suffering inflicted by the disaster. The aftermath was a scene of utter devastation, with destroyed buildings and chaotic scenes of people in distress. Survivors' emotional recounting of their experiences highlights the profound impact of the disaster on their lives. The community's resilience and determination to rebuild and support one another in the face of such overwhelming loss is a testament to the strength of the human spirit. The voices from the ruins continue to echo, reminding us of the fragility of life and the enduring power of hope and solidarity. Section 5. A recipe for disaster fireworks and neglect. Experts investigating the disaster were quick to point out the inherent dangers of improper fireworks storage. Fireworks, by their very nature, are highly explosive materials. Storing large quantities of fireworks, especially in close proximity to residential areas, poses significant risks. Safety regulations governing fireworks storage are stringent for a reason. These regulations mandate specific storage conditions including temperature control, fire suppression systems, and safe distances from populated areas. The Enschede factory, however, was in blatant violation of many of these crucial safety protocols. Section 6. The fatal flaws exposed. The investigation revealed a catalog of errors and oversights that contributed to the Enschede disaster. The factory had been granted permits to store larger quantities of fireworks than legally allowed. Additionally, the fire suppression systems were inadequate, and safety inspections were lax. The combination of these failures created a perfect storm for disaster. The initial fire, while seemingly minor, quickly escalated into an inferno due to the lack of proper safety measures. The consequences of these oversights were catastrophic, resulting in the loss of innocent lives and widespread devastation. Section 7. Rebuilding lives, rebuilding hope. The Enschede fireworks disaster left a gaping wound in the heart of the community, yet amidst the rubble and despair, the indomitable spirit of the Dutch people shone through. Volunteers from across the country flocked to Enschede to provide aid and comfort to those affected. The rebuilding process was long and arduous, but the people of Enschede faced the challenge with remarkable resilience. Homes were rebuilt, businesses reopened, and the community gradually began to heal. The Roombeek neighborhood, once a scene of unimaginable destruction, was transformed into a symbol of hope and renewal. Section 8. Never Again. Lessons etched in flame. The Enschede fireworks disaster serves as a stark reminder of the importance of stringent safety regulations and the devastating consequences of complacency. On May 13, 2000, a series of explosions at a fireworks depot in the Dutch city of Enschede resulted in the deaths of 23 people and injured nearly 1,000 others. The disaster left a deep scar on the community, destroying hundreds of homes and businesses. The sheer scale of the devastation was a wake-up call for industries worldwide. The tragedy spurred a global review of fireworks safety protocols, leading to stricter regulations and enhanced enforcement. Countries around the world began to re-evaluate their own safety measures, ensuring that such a catastrophe would not be repeated. International safety conferences were held, bringing together experts to share knowledge and develop better practices. Inspectors were tasked with rigorously reviewing existing protocols, and governments took swift action to implement new safety regulations. The lessons learned from Enschede extend far beyond the fireworks industry. Industries dealing with hazardous materials, from chemical plants to manufacturing facilities, took note of the disaster. They recognized the need for comprehensive safety measures to protect both workers and the surrounding communities. The Enschede disaster became a case study in risk management, emphasizing the importance of preparedness and the potential consequences of neglect. This disaster underscores the crucial need for robust safety measures in all industries handling hazardous materials. Regular safety drills, thorough inspections, and continuous training sessions became standard practices. Companies invested in better safety equipment and technologies to detect and mitigate risks. The focus shifted towards creating a culture of safety, where every employee is aware of the potential dangers and knows how to respond in an emergency. It highlights the importance of rigorous inspections, strict adherence to safety regulations, and a culture of prioritizing safety above all else. Inspectors play a critical role in ensuring compliance, and their work became more valued and respected. Companies understood that cutting corners on safety could lead to catastrophic outcomes, both in terms of human lives and financial losses. The Enschede disaster taught the world that safety is not just a regulatory requirement, but a moral obligation. The memory of Enschede serves as a powerful reminder that such tragedies must never be allowed to happen again. Memorials and ceremonies keep the memory of the victims alive, reminding us of the human cost of negligence. They stand as a testament to the importance of learning from past mistakes and continuously striving to improve safety standards. The legacy of Enschede is a call to action for all industries to prioritize safety and ensure that such a disaster is never repeated.